Your wife does not love you the way your mother did. And that single truth, the one that just made you uncomfortable, is something no one will ever say to your face. Because society profits from keeping men confused, exhausted, and chasing approval they will never receive. What I am about to share comes from the greatest minds in history: Stoic emperors, samurai philosophers, men who built empires and shaped civilizations. Their truths were written centuries ago, and they apply more perfectly today than ever before. Starting with why her coldness is not cruelty, it is biology. Lesson 1: The burden of performance. There is a quote that successful men pass down quietly. You will never hear it in public because it is too uncomfortable to say out loud. Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. This is not bitterness. This is biology. For thousands of years, a man who could not protect and provide was a liability, dead weight, and the women who stayed with weak men did not survive to pass on their genes. Evolution solved that problem a long time ago. Marcus Aurelius understood this. He ruled the most powerful empire on earth, and he still wrote in his private journal, "A man must stand upright on his own, not be held upright by others." An emperor, telling himself not to expect anyone to carry him. Her coldness when you are struggling is not cruelty. It is panic. Deep in her biology, something is screaming that the rock she built her life on is crumbling, and she does not know what to do with that fear. So it comes out cold, distant, critical. You wanted a partner who would hold you when you break. But that is what mothers do, not wives. The burden of performance is not a punishment. It is the price of being a man. Accept it, and you can finally build the shoulders to carry it. But this is where society sets a trap. Because everywhere you look, they tell you that you are already good enough. Lesson 2: You are not enough. Open any social media app. Scroll for 10 seconds. You will find someone telling you to love yourself exactly as you are. That you are enough. That you do not need to change. This is the most dangerous lie of the modern age. You are enough is advice for children who need comfort. For a grown man trying to build something, it is poison. Because it tells you to stop, to settle, to accept the ordinary version of yourself as the final product. Nietzsche saw through this centuries ago. He wrote that man is not a destination. Man is a bridge, something to be overcome, something to be surpassed. You are not a finished statue. You are a block of raw marble, rough, unformed, full of potential that nobody can see yet, including you. The chisel is painful. Every strike removes a piece of who you used to be. Your comfort, your excuses, your weakness. And that hurts. It is supposed to hurt. But the crowd does not want you to pick up that chisel, because your transformation highlights their stagnation. Your discipline exposes their laziness. So they hand you a participation trophy and tell you that self-improvement is toxic, that ambition is a disease. Do not fall for it. The pain of staying the same is slow. It spreads across decades. You barely notice it until you wake up at 50 with nothing built and no time left. The pain of growth is sharp, immediate, but it ends, and something stronger stands in its place. So you decide to change. You pick up the chisel, but then they feed you another lie about how to do it. Lesson 3: Passion is a trap. Follow your passion. Do what you love. The money will follow. This is rich kid advice. It is what people say when they have a safety net. When failure means moving back into their parents' house in the nice part of town. For everyone else, it is a trap. Look at the men who actually built wealth, not the ones who talk about it on podcasts, the ones who signed the checks. Most of them got rich in boring industries: logistics, insurance, manufacturing, plumbing. They did not chase passion, they chased competence. And competence paid. Here's what nobody tells you. Passion does not create skill. Skill creates passion. When you get good at something, when you become dangerous at it, you start to love it. Not before. Miyamoto Musashi did not pick up a sword because he was passionate about killing. He trained because he had no other choice. And through 10,000 hours of discipline, he became the greatest swordsman Japan ever produced. The love came after the mastery, not before. So stop asking what makes you happy. Start asking what you are willing to suffer for. What pain can you tolerate long enough to become great at it? Do what you are good at, get paid. Then use that money to buy time for the things you love. Passion is a reward, not a starting point. But even when you master this, there is something inside you that society desperately wants to destroy. Lesson 4. The capacity for violence. Society tells you to be soft, to suppress your aggression, to apologize for your masculinity. They medicate boys who have too much energy. They punish men who speak too directly. They teach you that anger is a flaw, that power is dangerous, that the safest man is a tame one. This is how they neuter you. A harmless man is not a good man. He is a weak one. There is no virtue in being peaceful when you are incapable of violence. That is not peace. That is surrender. The samurai understood this. A warrior trains for decades to become lethal, not because he wants to kill, but because the capacity to kill is what makes his mercy meaningful. A sword that cannot cut is not a tool. It is decoration. You must integrate the monster inside you, not cage it, not pretend it does not exist. You must know exactly what you are capable of, and then choose not to use it. A man who is dangerous but controlled is respected. A man who is harmless is ignored, walked over, taken from. The goal is not to become violent. The goal is to become someone who could be, but chooses peace anyway. That choice is what separates a warrior from a victim. Musashi wrote it simply. The way of the warrior is death, meaning you must be ready for it, capable of it. Only then can you truly live. And as you grow into this, something strange begins to happen around you. Lesson 5. Solitude is the price. As you grow stronger, people start to disappear. Not strangers, the people closest to you, friends you had for years, family members who always supported you. Slowly, they stop calling. They cancel plans. They become distant, and you wonder what you did wrong. Here is the truth. You did nothing wrong. Your growth became a mirror, and they did not like what they saw in it. Your discipline reminded them of their excuses. Your results exposed their stagnation. So instead of rising with you, they resented you for rising at all. Miyamoto Musashi spent his final years alone in a cave. The greatest swordsman in Japanese history. No wife, no students at his side, just silence in his writings. He did not see this as tragedy. He saw it as freedom. In his Dokudo, his final words before death, he wrote 21 principles. One of them says it plainly. Do not let yourself be saddened by a separation. Not avoid separation. He knew it was coming. He said, do not be saddened by it. Most of the people you call friends are just witnesses to your habits, drinking buddies, colleagues of convenience. When you change the habits, the witnesses leave. Let them. The path upward is narrow. Not everyone can walk it with you. But walking alone is hard, and your feelings will scream at you to stop. Lesson 6. Feelings are noise. I do not feel like it. 5 words that have killed more dreams than failure ever could. Modern culture teaches you to worship your emotions, to honor your feelings, to wait until you feel ready before you act. Therapists charge $200 an hour to help you explore why you feel anxious. Your ancestors did not have this luxury. They worked when they were tired. They fought when they were scared. They provided when they felt empty. Because feelings did not pay the bills, results did. The samurai had a principle for this. Bushido demanded the separation of mind and action. The sword strikes regardless of what the warrior feels inside. Fear, doubt, exhaustion, none of it stops the blade. The body moves, the mind follows. Your emotions are weather. Some days are sunny, some days it storms. But you do not cancel your life because of rain. You walk anyway. If you wait until you feel motivated, you will die waiting. Motivation is a lie. It comes after action, not before. Start moving. The feelings catch up later, or they do not. Either way, the work is done. Treat your emotions as information, not commands. Acknowledge them. Then do what needs to be done anyway. And that brings us to the final truth, the one that makes all of this urgent. Lesson 7. Memento mori. You think you have time. You do not. This is the lie that destroys more men than any other. The belief that there is always tomorrow, that you can start next week, next month, next year, after the kids grow up, after things settle down. Things never settle down. And one day you wake up at 50 with a body that aches, a career that peaked a decade ago, and a list of things you were going to do someday. Seneca warned about this 2,000 years ago. He wrote that life is not short. We just waste most of it. We squander years on things that do not matter. then complain that time moved too fast. The work you do between 25 and 40 compounds, every rep, every skill, every discipline, it stacks. And so does every wasted hour, every distraction, every excuse. That stacks too. Visualizing your death is not morbid. It is the only thing that creates urgency. Samurai meditated on death every morning, not because they wanted to die, but because remembering death made them finally live. You are not promised tomorrow. You are not even promised tonight. So stop reading about discipline. Stop watching videos about greatness and go do something that your future self will thank you for. These 7 truths are not meant to break you. They are meant to rebuild you. Strip away the lies you were raised with. Replace them with something solid. The world does not care about your potential. It only pays for results. Your feelings do not matter. Your excuses do not matter. Only what you build matters. The statue is not carved in a day, but it stands for centuries because it is made of stone, not feelings. Now go build yours. And if you want more of this, I send out free wisdom every week, no motivation posters, just raw truth from the greatest minds in history and how to apply it to your life today. The link is in the description.